constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense will get first crack at it here. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams. And
turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Across the 45. Oh, there's an alley to the left. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Middle Tennessee State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he's going to go down at the 1.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete to the left.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Hunt is on its way. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
To the air, it's Ingram. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
He's got the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Looking downfield, it's Ingram. With the catch, it's Winston. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they need.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. And the Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive. So
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
it's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Punt is on its way. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They're working that left side. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big...
There he goes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Looking for a man. It's Ingram. He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the 1st down. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Got his man downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Toppers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Second down coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now on second down. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Wants to throw. It's Ingram. Fires left. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. Finds a little space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Leaves it with the running back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
To the air, it's Ingram. Shoots it to the left. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He tries to take the top off. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Great place to start for this offense. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Nice move there. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, WKU. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Tennessee offense will go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Ingram. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The give on the option. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. 10. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Ingram. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Rides the back on the option to give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. They go to the draw. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. And here comes the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Ingram. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Toss to the left. Slithers into space. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Hilltoppers are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ingram. Tight end finds a soft spot. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defense.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Huge play by this defense. This game had an opportunity to get very, very interesting. They step up, make the big play, make this a 2-possession game now with that safety and getting the football back.
Got room to work.
The returner brings it out to the 28, and the Western Kentucky offense will take over.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
He's got 2. He's got 3.
They'll try the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And the Hilltoppers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll try the run. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Breaks the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hilltoppers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Hilltoppers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Orlando. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Just keep slinging it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's caught inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. He makes a grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Was to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of them. They're trailing by 21 to Wake Forest. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
All right, you know what the offense is trying to accomplish. They're trying to run that clock, so we got to find a way to get the stop here, not let them eke out more of the clock as we're going along so we can get the ball back to the offense and get back in this game and maybe try to go win this thing.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He might want another play. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team.